Elderberry. Don't mind me. At the moment, I'm trying to reposition. How you doing, Elderberry? You adjusted specifically for you too. What's new with you? Hello, how are you? Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you. Elderberry, can you grab that? I don't know if you can see it. Wait, wrong one. Hello, Crazy. Hello, Juan. Appreciate you being in here. And I'm not gay. Not that it's anybody's business, but hello, Crystal. I'm trying to adjust my screens though. Well, welcome. Thank you. I'm trying to adjust my screens. Okay, this one I may fill. Let's see if this works. You'll see what I'm. By the way, those that are hanging out for a moment, I'm an artist. I'm just trying to adjust my screen so you can see my artwork better when I um, connect to my phone. It's alright, I already banned them. Hello, Angel. So, this is what I made last night. Bring it closer to the camera so you can see. Um, this was finished on Thursday. I don't know if anyone's still in here, but this was last week. What up, everybody? I'm live over on the tubes. Link in the bio. Come hang out. See you there. Much love. What up, everybody? I'm live over on the... What up, everybody? I'm live over on the... Trying to share this over on the talks. I think Stephanie's just been hanging out in the background, to be honest with you. When she does come, she's staying incognito. Now I gotta send the link to myself. Appreciate you being here, Elderberry. What up?
The sky, the moon, stars.
Your blood pressure?
That actually possibly might be up. Actually, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, did I get kicked off? Oh, I thought I got kicked off. Sorry.
No, I'm trying to playing with the. Maybe I just go back to the usual. Because I was trying to make a custom thing, but I can't get it to do it the way I want it to do it.
Well, I would have Jacob help you, but he's live right now.
Well, I mean, I know I can figure it out. It's just it's being a pain in the butt right now.
Oh, just like me.
Yeah. So how you do?
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm still tired. I've been working a lot this week, like intensely, and yeah, I took most of the day off today to sleep.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How are you
Me
doing? More
too.
important, you did too, huh?
Well, I was kind of um, inactive for most of the day. I literally all I did was cook and maybe do a load of dishes.
There we go.
That was it. So I was supposed to go buy cat food and I didn't. I was planning to go out at some point and I didn't. Free by. Well, God bless you, Jason. Thank you for the message. And may God guide your way. Amen.
There we go.
So I banned two people, well, three people. One of them I did by accident
Oh, geez.
because it was the messages were moving and I must have accidentally tapped on the wrong one.
Yeah, I didn't see what they said because I just thought they got banned, but I didn't see what they said. What did they say?
Gay.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
That's original.
I know.
Wow.
And
Gay, huh?
I mean, I don't know if you saw the other person was like, um, be respectful or whatever. Doesn't matter what they got. First of all, I'm not gay, but
Right.
still.
Yeah, right.
You know,
So unoriginal, but they should add some N words there too. Why not? That'd be more original. Not really, but they're both equally unoriginal. You
right.
know, spelling out. I I remember you used to have trolls that would come in here and spell out the N word, and it's like, whoa, like what?
He used to
Okay.
spell out a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that. I had to ban a few people. I'm like, okay. Now I think I don't know if Jacob told you this, but with this multi platform, you can have obviously you're streaming for both computer and phone. That
Yeah.
can get like a lot of crazy people coming into your chats, as you probably have seen.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they all come on the vertical one.
Right, right. Yeah, it's annoying.
So, so if someone's luckily, I think because most of everybody's watching on their phone anyway,
Yeah,
I think
I am.
I think our mods can still see the chat. But
Yeah,
what's interesting is if I go to YouTube on my laptop, I
uh,
can only see the chat. I can only see the laptop chat, the desktop chat. I
really
can't see both.
weird.
Like here, I can see both from
Right.
stream. But
Yeah.
like I'm on YouTube on my laptop, I can't see both chats because I think last week last week I was looking for someone to I was looking for my mods and I was like, okay, I guess I have to deal with it myself. And I went on, I opened YouTube on my
Yeah.
desktop and I'm like, I don't see their comments.
Wow.
So I guess, and if you look on my, and if you look on my YouTube channel to rewatch the stream, at least from my end, they have it posted twice.
Really.
They have it posted as the desktop, the horizontal
Right.
and the vertical. So it's posted twice.
Yeah, I talked to Jacob this past week, and he's going to try to get me in on this too. Where I'll pay. Well, I mean, I'll pay him every week, or not every week, not every week, every month. And I told him, he said, "You're going to use it." I said, "If I'm going to be paying for it, I'm going to use it."
Yeah,
StreamYard, that is. And he's like, so I think he's going to add. I think he's going to add up to 4 slots. So,
yeah,
or I think it's 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4 slots. So it's going to be you, me, him, and a fourth person. I don't know who we're gonna have as the fourth person. Who knows? Whoever Jacob wants to have on there. I suggested
don't mind.
Jake Hudson, but
I'm trying to clean my desk a little bit.
No worries. I'm cleaning my desk too.
I got like napkins and tissues and receipts all over the place. I'm trying to I'm not eating chocolate. It's empty. I'm just putting the
The
paper.
It's the receipt for the 1,000 for the $15 billion thing you spent.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, I wish I had $15 billion too. I don't know what I would do with it all, but
I'm definitely one of those that if I won, like say what lottery was the big lottery
oh
right now,
gosh,
the Mega Millions,
yeah,
probably one
Mega
of those
Million,
two,
yeah,
right? What is it, up to $1 billion or
I
something?
probably,
I don't know if
I
anyone's
think
doing it
so.
yet, but I go, I would get the lump sum of that versus getting a check every month for 30 years. I'm already 50 years old. Let me just take what I can take. And
Right.
I love when when they start showing the experts on the news or people start breaking down how much you would actually get, right?
Mm,
They're like, well, if you take the lump sum, you're only going to get this much. And then after taxes, you only have this much. I'm going, nothing. But I didn't have that before that.
right, exactly, right. Yeah, you didn't
It's
have
just
that
because I'm
amount.
not
Yeah,
getting the full amount, meaning after taxes and fees or whatever is associated. I'm like, I still have enough that not only can I take care of me and my immediate family, you know, I can help others and I can invest so I don't lose the money, all that money.
you could send $1 million to your friend Herman over here too.
Yeah,
If,
believe me, people
just
I
kidding.
know people say it all the time that when if they ever won the lottery that they would do A, B, and C, and they would help, you
Yeah,
know, help people and whatever, and then they end up just end up spending all the money on shit that you don't need, and
yeah,
and then they don't have the money anymore.
right.
Um, for me, since I was a kid, I don't know if you remember the Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Every time that came in the mail every year, I would literally I was too young to do anything with that, but
Yeah,
that's and what's your name? Forsake, Forsaken. Hello, Forsaken.
welcome.
So, but since I was a kid, I would dream about winning Publishers Clearinghouse, and I would make a list not only of the things that I would want to buy for myself, but I when it was just me and my mother, I go, okay, I'm gonna give this much to my mother. This much is for me. I'm gonna help all my aunts and uncles. I'm gonna give stuff, and I would even write down what I would give people,
Yeah,
right? And then as I got older, in the lottery and everything, even now, I know who I want to give money to, how I want to give to different charities and different programs, and I mean, if you can't tell, I'm getting excited just talking about it, as if I
yeah,
have won it.
yeah,
If I want to, everybody, I want to win that money, but I legit want to win it, not just for myself, but to help others.
right. Yeah, exactly.
I constantly I watch a lot of those videos where people are giving to the homeless, or they surprise a family with $1,000 or whatever
Right.
it might be, or lately people making GoFundmes for people in need or whatever, like especially with what happened recently with SNAP, with food stamps,
Yeah.
like I've constantly had this image in my head that if I could afford it to buy, give each register at least one of the supermarkets, or give 10 registers and say, here's so much money, and give it to everybody. Pay everybody's groceries until you run out of money,
Right.
or give it to those that are running low, like a few dollars. Because I don't know if you've ever had to do it, but I've experienced being in line and being like a few dollars short on what I have in my cart, so I have to put something back.
Yeah, I've had to do that before. Yeah.
Yeah, so like get like give like like the couple of supermarkets around and give each register $1,000 and say give it to those that don't have enough to cover their thing until you run out of money,
Right.
or give give 100 for each for the first 10 people that come through your line or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I pay for everything, I don't usually pay for stuff in cash, but like I look at my account and I think, gosh, I don't have enough money for this thing that I want to buy here. Let me, what do I actually need? I'm like, oh, I got a bunch of this food in my cart. Okay, well, I don't need this. I don't need this. But yeah, I have had to do that though. I've had to think, hey, and people think there's a myth out there, April, that I want to dispel with everybody. Just because people have jobs doesn't mean that they're rich. Yes, I'm making some pretty good money right now, and I'm thankful for that. But it does not mean I can go out and just spend willy
Well,
nilly and just
well,
give it.
it's not even that.
Yeah,
People think that people on food stamps
yeah,
um, are not working. A lot of people that are
right,
on food stamps still are working full time jobs or working jobs that don't pay them enough to choose. Where they have to choose between keeping the roof over their head and their
yeah,
lights on, or go buy food.
yeah. I had this really weird discussion. I don't mean to. I'm not bringing politics into this necessarily. This
Right.
woman brought politics into the discussion. It was at Walmart, and I said, yeah, yeah, food prices, everything's going up, and she said, yeah, it's those politicians. I said, yeah, you can claim that, and I don't disagree with you, ma'am. But at the same time, it's also these corporations that are also raising these prices, sadly, too.
Yeah.
Okay, like, you
Also,
know,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, and that falls up. That kind of falls under. It still kind of falls under the government because
Yeah,
you know the problem is that even if um, interest rates come down or whatever, the companies are not going to bring their prices down with
no,
it.
no, of course
But
not.
they're looking for every opportunity to raise their price.
Of course they are. Definitely.
So I don't know what I'm drawing tonight.
Herman,
I did
Herman for president, by the way.
Herman for president
Why not? I'll make it better for everyone.
and April for vice president.
There we go.
Because somebody has to manage you.
No one can manage me. You should have seen me on TikTok earlier. So like at 11 o'clock, Dre goes live, and I happen to catch her, and then I send Maria two invites to the stream, saying, "Hey, here's the stream," and then she sends me 38 invites to the same stream. And I'm like, okay. And then I went on JT's live stream. I'm actually making my rounds on TikTok. I'm actually making a lot of friends
Yeah, I
on.
saw that earlier.
What?
My phone was kind of dying, and I was in and out of being in the kitchen
Oh, no worries.
and kind of just not wanting to interact at the moment. Like I saw people were live, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ready right now.
You're like, nope, not
No.
today, not today, Satan. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know you don't. I know you didn't say that. I'm just kidding. Everyone, I said that, not April.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's why I really wish TikTok didn't. You could like lurk on TikTok, but it like lets people know that you're there.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way that you could put yourself incognito.
It would be nice if you could. It would be nice because like I don't always want to come up on people's panels all the time.
Yeah.
I want to go and just watch people's streams and
No,
do.
same with me. That's why a lot of times I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to come up right now.
You're right, exactly. And like, JT will like invite me up on the panel, and I love JT, by the way. For the record, I'm just like, okay, no, I just want to watch the. Or I'll come up for a little bit, and then he'll be like, I pulled a Herman earlier though, so it's okay. I always pull a Herman. That's what I'm known for.
Yeah,
I'm known.
I like how this new group of people know what a hermit is now.
I know.
Because
Thanks, thanks,
even
April.
last night, I don't think you were even in the thing. Was it last night? It
I
was
don't know.
somebody's
Maybe.
stream. They're like, so somebody pulled a hermit. I
I'm
forget. Like that's
I'm
become the
famous.
new. That's become the.
I'm famous. Yep, pulling a Herman is now a thing.
Who knew it would pay off?
I mean, yeah,
Now, if it
pulling
actually
Herman.
pay off.
It has so well, not yet. I don't know. I haven't gotten the check in the mail yet. It hasn't paid off yet. So I reached 1,000 subscribers again on YouTube, but I'm so far from being monetized. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm not monetized either, so it's not
I
all
know, but
that.
you're probably closer than I.
I am creeping up. Though I'm almost at 1,200 people.
Okay, but what about your watch hours? How many watch hours do you have?
I don't remember. I looked
Oh,
at it like a couple days ago, and I'm like, interesting. I
I need to
think
go.
I'm at like 4,000, at least on the shorts or something like that.
Wait, 4,000. You should be monetized by now.
4,000 hours as for no, because doesn't
Oh, it has to be over a.
shorts and videos
Oh, they don't. The
monetize
yeah,
differently, don't they?
shorts technically don't count. I don't think.
I think they
Or
count separately.
yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they I don't think they monetize the same way as a video does.
No, or a live stream. Yeah, yeah, they're all different. But I'm like, oh, I reached 1,000 subscribers by posting a bunch of short videos. That's how I've been reaching most of my subscribers. But then they'll unsubscribe after a while. That's kind of sad. Or YouTube will like it'll say, hey, I have 800 views. Go
And
ahead.
I'll no, and I'll thank um, Jacob for this because being able to do the vertical only for like the first 10 minutes, I get a little surge of random people, but at least one of them have been subscribing each week.
Oh,
So
nice. There we go.
and I kind of
So,
figured out why I interrupt people when I'm talking.
be, because you're awesome. That's why. I don't know.
No, because I think I might have ADHD.
I saw that video. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so the beginning of the two videos where the guy starts talking, like
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like every now and again, I'll have a surge of different, even on Facebook or Instagram, I'll get a surge of like mental health
Right.
type videos pop up,
Mm,
like in the last couple of days, it's been ADHD,
right.
and I'm listening to like the different things that are associated with it because there's multiple levels, kind of like autism, where there's different levels and different being on the spectrum means
Hmm.
something different for everybody, right? But a couple of the things that the videos that I stitched and added my 2 cents to
Right.
was like this speaks to me. This is something that I personally do.
Right.
And the one thing like about my what I've been doing for the last like 6 months as far as the relatives that I've been upset that they blocked me and whatever. And if they see this, I'm not bringing this up to badmouth anybody. I'm just bringing it up as an example
Hmm.
that you know I have been obsessing. I have been stuck in my head a lot and paralyzed at times on you know, and even if it wasn't something extremely bad, I'm punishing myself as if I did like this really horrific, like unforgivable thing. And I know whatever I said or did isn't something that's unforgivable.
Mhm.
Unforgivable.
Right.
All right. I didn't intentionally hurt anybody. If I hurt them, I hurt them, and I apologize. All
Right.
right? And I know logically that I can't control how other people react, think, what they decide to do. I can't control that.
Right.
But because of the being the person that I know I am, that like I would rather work it out and you know ask for understanding that it wasn't something intentional. It's not something intentional. And if it's because of something I did say and it was something negative that I said, my emotional and mental health, and I think it's not just ADHD. I think it's also menopause, and I think it's also just um, things that I've dealt with over the last 10 years, like you know, not being able to be with my husband,
Right.
up and down issues with money and health, and just watching like aunts and uncles getting older and getting sick, and then seeing what's going on around the world. Like forget politics, forget, and we've touched on these things a little bit, but like
Sure.
watching what's happening with with immigration, and then seeing what
Hmm.
happened with SNAP and
Right.
stuff, like that stuff's really scaring me.
Of
That
course.
stuff is really like seeing what's going on around the world and what's just going on in our own country. It's scary, it's confusing, it's like
Yes.
what's really going on? Is this power, is this higher powers, God, devil, whatever you want,
Hmm.
is there something like even the environment, seeing like weather, well, like I know that it should, certain weather patterns should have happened already,
Right.
and because of global warming and because of you know the earth itself is in dire straits, like all of it, like I'm I'm someone that's very sensitive to energies and whatever, and I overstimulate myself with like a lot of us do with social media. But then then I start internalizing everything, and come to find out that's something that is part of ADHD as well. It's probably not just ADHD, but like it
Hmm.
kind of explains to me why I get paralyzing. Like I spend every week when I before I am done with work, I'm saying, okay, this coming week I'm gonna take care of A, B, C, D, and E, and I'm lucky if I get A done. I'm lucky if I get up and go take a shower.
Right.
And in some respects, it's not always because I'm depressed, and I might not even feel like I'm overthinking, but maybe I am, like silently overthinking, and it just cripples me. Like if
Right.
you, I think one of those two videos, if you go to that guy's, and I did tag him on TikTok and on YouTube. If
Hmm.
you go to those, if you go on, do it on TikTok because that's where I stitched the video.
Okay.
Go to the ones I posted on TikTok and watch the videos, and like you might even go, "Oh shit, that's me."
Yeah. Right. I'll you have to watch that.
And like for me to kind of go, because like I'm going, am I really this depressed? Do I really have all this anxiety? Am I just being lazy? Is like that goes through my head too. I'm like, what is there actually something going on with me? Is it perimenopause? Because some of these same things apparently happen to women when they're transitioning, you know, in the menopausal stages of their life. it doesn't, because it's hormonal. It doesn't deal with mental and emotional and physical. But like me being excited about like working on my website and then not finishing do going anywhere with it, or me getting over. And you've seen me when I get over, like
Right.
I'm overthinking the website, or I'm
Oh,
like
of course.
myself up for not making more content or doing more or whatever, and come to find out maybe the reason it is because of I have undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah, you might. Well, you know.
Which in turn, now I can, like, if that's what I have, then I can start looking for stuff to help myself naturally,
Hmm.
or try to like learn about how to manage it so I can live the way I want to live. Because
Yeah.
I do feel cri- you know crippled sometimes. And I do beat myself up when I don't accomplish the things that I told myself I was gonna do this today or this week or what. You know, you know, I,
Well,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, let me be your conscience for a second. Um, April, go out later today and get Shorty his cat food.
Oh,
If
that
you
will get done
if
because
you need money, I'll send you some, April. If you need money.
no, I got it.
Okay.
His food is already budgeted into
Okay.
my budget.
Just try, just By the way, going. Just again, we're not gonna get super political here, but it is a very scary time in our country. Like you
Yeah,
see what's happening in our country, it's really sad. And I don't care what side of the aisle someone's on. And that doesn't matter. Like you need to see what's happening in our country. Stuff that's never happened in our country is happening.
right.
Every I'll just say it, for what it is. Every like it seems like almost every t- 2 or 3 hours there's active shooters. There's this. There's that. There's all these different things happening.
Like,
You know.
I only heard about that through social media.
Right.
I don't really watch TV as much as I used to. Um, and I heard about the recent one in Brown's University.
Right.
And before I came on, I just saw a clip of students in a room, and the SWAT team came in to help them.
Right.
And I'm like, and I mean, it's things like this. Like, I was already a homebody
Right.
before um, mass shootings,
Right.
right? Like my when was Columbine? 98.
Think so. Yeah.
I graduated from high school 2 years before that,
Right. Okay.
which is crazy to think of when I stop and think about it. I graduated 2 years before that. You know, my brother's generations, you know, were in school at that time.
Right.
My I don't remember when Peter, because Kirk was born 88.
Okay.
My other brother was born in 84. So like they were both in high school and middle school, or one was probably going into high school. I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember because I also got kept back twice. So
I was in. I was
I would,
in.
yeah, I would have graduated in 94 instead of 96.
Okay. I was. Let's see. I was in 98. No, or 98 or 99. I was in fifth or sixth grade. I want to say. I can't remember. No, maybe no. Was I sixth grade? I don't remember. I'm getting so old too. April.
Could I ask you something, and you don't have to
Please.
answer
Please.
on this thing?
Sure.
I'm not sure if this is because I've known you've talked to Jake about mental health.
Yeah.
But have you been diagnosed with anything? ADHD,
Um.
bipolar,
No. No. I haven't been. I've been diagnosed in terms of like mental health. I've been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder.
anxiety? Because
Yeah.
like
Anxiety.
those of us that do know you, we know you do have your breakdowns
I do. Yeah.
and stuff. So like and I was always curious if and even this you like pulling away from people,
Yeah.
pulling Herman, so to speak,
Right.
is that stemmed from? Is it sometimes stemmed from that? From any diagnosis or
Yeah, I've always honestly, and my mom has told me this before. I've always thought that I am on the spectrum somewhere, the autism spectrum that is,
yeah,
and maybe even the ADHD too. I could see ADHD as well,
yeah,
because ADHD can manifest itself in, as you know, in different ways. It can mask as depression
right,
or anxiety. It doesn't
yeah,
always have to be just it can mask different stuff. So yeah, but I've never been diagnosed with anything. I checked with a doctor when I was, so this is completely random, but you probably didn't ask any of this, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Um,
no, it's
I when I was a novice, I was living as a novice in New York, and a doctor talked to me about the possibility of me being on the spectrum somewhere, and he said, "Well, we can give you a few tests if you want us to do that, and we can give you all these tests." And they gave me some tests, and they said, "Well, it excuse me, they're inconclusive. They're inconclusive tests. They're like, you might be on the spectrum somewhere, but the spectrum is so broad with ADHD, with autism. It's such a broad
right.
spectrum.
I know.
People,
I'm learning that there's different stages of
yeah,
um, ADHD. Like
sure,
they say in women or in girls in general, it presents differently
right,
from boys. Like boys might be the ones that are more aggressive and more hyper,
hmm,
versus women or girls tend to be on the lower end of that spectrum of depression and internalizing.
right,
And that's definitely me. Like my in the head conversations. That's if you and I'm sure you have those too. Like you're talking to someone inside your head,
oh, sure,
you find yourself getting worked up or whatever, and that's you internalizing your emotions and trying to regulate your emotion. Work
right,
through. But it usually turns into a one-sided argument in your head, and then your body's getting tense. And
hmm.
at least that's what happens with me. I don't know about you, but
No, no, yeah, it happens the same way with me too. Yeah, definitely. It's like
you know,
you're in your head. Like this morning, I had a moment where I thought there was this. I'm not sure this moment. I thought there was a spider on my white shirt that I was wearing. There wasn't, but I thought there was a spider, and I just like literally went on a not a rampage, but like where I was just like wildly cursing and saying all sorts of horrible curse words, and I'm like, whoa, like what's going on? And then
you
I
have
literally,
Tourette's.
I, I'm sorry, what was that?
So maybe you have Tourette's.
I've maybe possibly I don't know. Well, yes and no, possibly. I do have certain
I
ticks
don't.
that
To
I
be
have.
honest, I don't know enough about Tourette's to
Yeah.
say. But like, all that made me think of is the movie Big.
Yes.
So the part when he first gets to New York and he's walking down the street,
Oh
and,
yeah.
and there's
The
the
homeless guy.
the homeless guy would go
Yeah.
shit. Fuck.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's all I could see in my head is,
Okay, I'm laughing now.
or like even in I think the same thing happened in What About Bob? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Oh
About
yeah.
Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Bob.
something very similar. So
Yeah.
Bill Murray's walking down, going, "I feel great, I feel wonderful, I feel great, I feel wonderful," and then there's the other guy behind him going, "Fuck, shit."
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I
I'm
don't know
also.
what just mentioning those two movies. I see you more as Bill Murray in
Oh
Bob.
yeah. Oh
Bob.
yeah.
I see you as him like you're trying to be positive. You're trying to take those baby steps.
Right. And then there's someone behind me cursing really really hard. Like,
Me and my cousin, every now and again, when my cousin and I would vent to each other about certain things, They're like, listen, just baby step it. Just
Yeah.
baby step it. Baby step it down the hall. Baby step it to the bus. Baby step
Hmm.
it.
Right.
It's taking one step at a time. Just baby
Yeah.
step.
It's actually true though.
That's the
Oh, thank you, Boob. I mean, Bob. Sorry. Remember he calls him Boob in the middle of the interview.
and
He's like, oh, thank you, Boob. I mean, I meant Bob. Sorry, not Boob. Remember the doctor? He
you
calls him
can
that.
call me boob if you want.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was funny. That movie's great. Is Bill Murray still alive?
Yes.
Okay, he must be
Yeah.
like he must be like in his late 70s or 80s or something.
Yeah. No, he was recently promoting something. I don't remember what.
By the way, happy birthday, Dick Van Dyke. He's 100 years old now.
He made it.
He made it to 100, and he at least at least he didn't. Never mind. I was gonna say at least he didn't Betty White it, but that's kind of mean. Oops.
No, everybody was so sad about that one because
Yeah.
her birthday. She was like a week away from her birthday.
Right.
It's like I think she made it to the new year, and then
Mm-hmm.
they're like, her birthday's only a week away.
And then
And
she
they're
died.
like, and then you hear on the news, Betty White has passed away. You're like,
Right.
no, no, she was so close.
I know she was. Yeah, literally a week away. I was surprised to see Dick Van Dyke was still alive though. I thought he died
He's
years
not
ago.
only alive; he's still alive and kicking.
I know he's 100. Yeah, he said he said he was. Go ahead.
I just saw something where what did he say? Oh, he was showing that he uses what he uses to try to do sit-ups
Oh.
and how he can still cross his legs.
Hmm.
Like in the when you're a kid, you fold your legs
Oh yeah.
and stuff. He's like, guys, you can still do that.
I remember he did an interview not too long ago saying, "Sorry, I'm eating at the same time. Sorry about that. Let me chew my food. Hold on, I don't want to choke on your live stream." He was doing an interview about. He's like, I'm still looking for work. He was. This was
Yeah,
before. That's awesome.
or Good Morning America interview
Hmm.
and stuff. But yeah,
I mean, he could, if he's still capable of doing something, he probably can. He's 100 years old, but he seems like he has a pretty sharp mind still, and yeah,
yeah.
he's probably physically
I mean,
limited.
he's consider. I think he's at least 15 to 20 years younger. But Morgan Freeman,
Yeah,
he's the thing with I think Morgan is developing maybe not dementia, but you can tell he's meant even Dick Van Dyke has mentioned that they're starting to have memory issues, but the difference is um, Dick Van Dyke is definitely you'd be surprised he doesn't have memory issues at this point. Bill
right.
Morgan Freeman, he mentioned that he has and in the last interview I saw with him, you could kind of see that he was sharp enough to answer the questions, but when they would bring up stuff from the past, he was like, "Nope, don't remember that,"
Wow.
you know, and stuff. But and I know Morgan Freeman, he's got an issue with one of his hands.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Um, so he wears that compression glove.
Right.
I think that's what that is. But yeah, but Dick Van Dyke, like we need to aspire to his energy. We need to aspire to his mental energy. Just his overall demeanor and his energy.
Right.
He's always had a good spirit about himself,
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
and I think that's why people are so drawn to him. One, because he's one of the few left from the you know, the golden days of TV and film, and him and Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett's kind of right behind him.
Oh yeah,
I think she's what? I think she's 94 now.
think so. Yeah,
I think so.
I'll check. I'll check.
Yeah. She's doing a show right now. I think her show's on Apple TV.
Okay.
She's doing a show with Ricky Martin
Hmm.
and an actress. I don't remember her name.
She's 92. Carbonate's 92. That's close enough, though.
So yeah,
She's in her 90s.
yeah. But I love the ones that are left that really good energy about them.
Oh yeah.
And Carol's definitely one of them. Like that's the energy I want to have. That's the energy that I want to put out into the universe. I know I say that and then I put out something depressing.
No, it's okay. You're
I
doing
see you.
real.
Hold on, Mister.
Who is it? Is it Jacob?
I don't know how long you've been there, but
I gotta go.
I just popped in.
I'm just kidding.
you just
Hey, Jacob. Jacob. We need to talk about StreamYard.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. We actually do because I wanted to go on your panel, but I saw Granny was up there, and I know how wild he can get. And I was in the mood for Granny tonight.
To be fair, it was a very wild panel.
Was it okay? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind.
You would have really liked the beginning conversation. I
Yeah.
had a
What was that about?
I had a Christian gentleman on, and we were. He's a Christian Orthodox, and he's kind of geared. He doesn't really like the way that Western Christianity is going, and he's.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a very interesting guy, and we got to dive into some biblical stuff.
Is the stream still up on Kick or any other platform?
Yeah, it's still up on. Yeah, it's still up on Kick. But then it evolved into me, Granny, Bradley, an OnlyFans model, and it got weird. It got really weird.
Well,
OnlyFans.
What's that?
Said OnlyFans.
I sell OnlyFans.
Well, I didn't know Granny started himself one. Yeah,
Did you really?
It got into a long story.
Okay, you don't have to get into it here, but like what?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I know, but like Granny starting. That's weird. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to talk offline about this because this is
Things got real weird real quick.
I can tell.
And then they got into the middle of a conversation, and like literally 2 seconds before I came over here, I just ended the stream while they were talking and came over here.
You do that a lot.
I love doing that. It's my favorite thing to do.
It makes me laugh every time you do it.
So is that the other way of pulling a Herman?
Right?
Oh, yeah. I do it to everybody.
Just pulling a Jacob because you just you're the one doing the stream and you just go screw you.
Yeah, and then I realized that
like Herman where he just disappears and the night is still going. You're just like, yeah, I'm done with the stream. Goodbye.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Remarkably, isn't that weird?
Yeah, no, it's funny. There was just 5 people sitting in the back panel, like waiting to see if I would talk to them afterwards, and I just left.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was a good time for me.
You know, I'll have to talk about this more offline with you, but I recently, I guess, Jacob, I recently had a reunion with PDX.
Oh, cool.
Apparently, yeah, no, that's going to get me in trouble with somebody else that I once knew, but that's fine.
Oh, don't offend Noelle. How dare you?
Not her, not Noelle, somebody else. But I mentioned Noelle, and PDX got pissed at me for it. But it's fine. I don't care. Listen, I'm going to mention whoever I want now, and if people don't like it, I don't care anymore. You know, I'm turning heel now on everybody except for you, Jacob, and April, because you guys are my advisors.
Okay, so I was thinking we're gonna have a 4th slot.
Yeah. Who should we have? Who should we have on?
Okay, so if we don't pick somebody, we should have a competition.
Okay. Yeah.
Some kind of public competition where somebody earns a free spot.
Yeah.
But we
how
got to
did
set up.
how did Granny lose his spot?
He
I'm
wasn't
just
using
curious.
it. He wasn't using it.
Oh, okay. Just
He was
like kind
streaming.
of like me.
He was using Jack's StreamYard and other people's StreamYard. So, and I knew somebody else needed
Yeah.
more StreamYard with ours. So I was like, why wouldn't I give it to people that are going to use it?
Yeah. I'll use it if I'm paying for it. I told April if I'm paying for it, I'm going to use it. Like I'm not just gonna. Anyway, carry on, Jacob. I interrupted what you were saying.
Oh no. That's basically what I'm saying. We should come up with some kind of competition where if we can think of somebody that we can trust, then we got to come up
Can we?
with a random one where we
Can,
can just.
yeah. Can we trust Jake Hudson?
I don't know yet. You know,
He's
I
an
don't
interesting one.
really. Well, because and I don't know if it changes how much ability, because I want to be able to, I don't want everybody to be able to access everybody else's channel.
Right. You're right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to have to worry
Yeah.
about people streaming on other people's platforms. That's why I was
Right.
thinking it's got to be a group of people that we all trust.
Well,
It's
maybe
not-
we can write up like some kind of a contract or something, some type of thing
Yeah,
like
but
that.
you know what I mean? It doesn't. I just watched this happen with Jib's channel. Somebody had access to his.
Oh yeah, you were telling me that.
And took down his channel.
Because
Did it at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was like, yeah, no. I was like, I'm not having people in that I don't trust.
yeah. Right. And if you ever get monetized again
No,
on YouTube,
you guys just make sure it's people that are willing to mind their own business.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. People that I don't want touching our stuff.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
me, I'm like, I really don't give a shit about anybody else.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
either. Yeah, when I was on
Yeah,
there,
you guys do your thing.
well, I did. I will say I did go live on Jacob's channel the first day he was monetized, but that was me being a dick on purpose. Pardon my French, but that was just me being a horrible.
So April,
person.
in case you're wondering, that's his red flag.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm screwed. No, I won't do that again. I know better now. I shouldn't have done it before, but I made a mistake. And Jacob wasn't mad at me, but he was mad at me, if that makes sense. Like he was just like, "What the heck, bro?" Like, hey, like I'm just monetized, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna mess with him." But yeah, I won't do that again.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, maybe.
You gonna come celebrate with me tomorrow, Herman?
What are you celebrating?
I'm gonna do a stream until at least midnight because Monday's my birthday. So, well, today I guess. So Monday will be my birthday. So today I'm gonna do a stream until midnight.
It depends on what time. I have a very busy day tomorrow, for real. Like
today, like Sunday, you got a busy day?
Yeah, I got a busy. Not only do I have to, I'm going to church, I'm also going to a choir practice at 2:00 my time, and then after that, I have to go bake cookies with some friends for the concert. So yeah, I might be able to pop in though. I might be able to pop in at some point. I'll try to. I can't promise anything, Jacob.
Nice.
But I will try to. Yeah, I've been like, I don't know if I told you this, April or Jacob, but I've been busy with my full-time job. Obviously, I think I told Jacob that yesterday or whenever I told you. I don't remember, but yeah, I've just been like nonstop, 7 a.m. to 3:30, like nonstop working. Yeah, we get breaks during work, obviously, but it's pretty physically demanding work. Like I'm exhausted at the end of every day. It's crazy. So if I don't, yeah, it's really good. But if I don't message people, see now, Jacob, before you came on here, April and I were having a discussion about, mental health and things like that. But I have to say that I suspected that I have some sort of, I mean, obviously, yes, I have anxiety and depression, of course, but I feel like I have something beyond that. I think I have, I don't know if ADHD. I think I feel like I'm on the spectrum somewhere of autism, but it's never been diagnosed, so I can't say. But like when I'm down on myself, I can't tell if that's.
What up,
sorry.
Jake Hudson.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of on the spectrum.
Probably, yeah.
I think everybody has to fall onto it somewhere, and that's why I think some people can point out that they have like certain signs of autism, but maybe not all of them or something like that. I think everybody's got certain things.
Well, yeah. And I was telling him, I go, every now and again, I get these surges of mental health videos that show up on my social media. This week it's ADHD.
Right.
And, in the videos that I put out yesterday or this. What was it? Yesterday or this morning? I don't know.
It was yesterday
But
for
it was
you.
because the guy that I stitched my video, I put a response onto it. His videos kept showing up, and I've seen his videos off and on for like a year or two now. Anyway, but yesterday I was compelled to go. The ones that I stitched, I was like, I really resonated what he was talking about. One was, and I've talked about this before, how like I get motivated to work on my website, to do more content, to do whatever, and then I don't do anything. And or like I make a plan to take care of stuff that I need to take care of, and I don't get to it. And then I beat myself up about it. Or like the issue that happened with my relative in the beginning of the year, that I'm still kind of off and on obsessing over it and internalizing it, and come to find out that some of those things are associated with ADHD, and just different things that like I go, I've been doing that most of my life.
Yeah.
And go, you know, and to if for someone else they'll go, oh my god, that means I am really messed up. For me, I'm going,
Yeah.
now I can understand that it's not just me having depression or me being lazy or me being whatever. This is like they're like be I've seen enough videos, especially in the last 4 days, to go, I might actually have ADHD or some level of
Yeah.
ADHD. And for me, that why that's kind of exciting, or like to be able to put something to it that I can go, okay, now I can look for videos or look for things that will help me regulate it better.
Hmm.
Whether it's medication, whether it is changing something else in my diet, or or just another reason for me to actually work out when when I don't,
Right. Yeah.
and stuff. But like it gives like kind of an example last night of something. Like last night, I'm doing this, and I did make a 1 minute clip of me. Like nobody was in here last night. I wasn't really interact. Correction, Canadian came in at one point, and I just sprinkled. I hope that didn't get on anything important.
Was was that was last night that clip came from?
Huh?
That short clip that you posted last night. That was last night.
Of me.
Of you breaking down or being in your head. Was that?
Yeah, that was from last night's
That was
stream.
last night. Oh, okay. Gosh. Well, I'm sorry I missed that. I wish I could have been there. Sorry.
Oh, so
So bad.
it's nothing to be sorry about. It's just it's what happened,
Yeah, that's true.
and I'm a little concerned at the moment because I went and flung my marker, and like drops went places, and I'm like,
Right.
I hope it didn't go places. Like I can't see it on the screen yet, and I'm hoping
Right.
it's not on the screen or my
Right.
phone. So I'm getting distracted.
It's okay. Keep being distracted. We're trying to distract you right now.
No, but to be honest, last night, one of the reasons I was in my head is because I tried to reach out to someone yesterday and didn't get a response.
Hmm.
And I started having, while I was drawing and distracting myself, the in the head conversation started.
Yeah.
And, in a lot of what came up, what kind of like I said, was the negative stuff that was coming up. And I was trying to get myself out of it, and I just started tearing up. And I was gonna hold back the tears, and I'm like, you know what, just go, just do it.
Yeah.
Just
Never hold it. Never hold it back. Just let it go. Let it out. That's what I learned. Oh, go ahead, April. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, my thought was starting to disappear anyway.
It's okay. Mine does it all the time. So I joke with this woman at work all the time, where I say, I'm always battling with voice number 1, 2, and 3. You know, they're always having these conversations, these random conversations in my head. I joke about it, but it's actually true. Like, not that I hear voices in my head, but not that I hear them, but we always have these thoughts in our head, like, oh, well, maybe I should do this, or maybe I should think this, and this woman goes, yeah, voice number 5 and 6 told me a joke the other day. I'm like, oh boy, well, I was just like, okay, well, I'll go with the joke. That's a good joke. Yeah, she'll randomly start laughing. I said, yeah, joke. I had to explain the joke to voice number 7. And I said, well, did voice 8 get it? And she's like, oh, I don't have 8 voices. I only have 7 in my head. I'm like,
I
oh,
don't
okay.
remember if I shared it with you, but there's a Tyler Perry play, and I've
Mhm.
mentioned this before. So there's a Tyler Perry play called Medea's Class Reunion,
Right.
and he hasn't made a movie out of this one yet. But there's a part. He plays 2 parts in the play. He plays Medea, and he plays um, um, like the bellboy.
Oh, okay.
He plays the bellboy, and the bellboy has 2 jobs. He's the bellboy and he's the bartender.
Okay.
Right? And there's a part in the play where the the manager of the hotel where the class reunion's going on goes up to the bellboy while he's being the bartender. Sounds like not to confuse everybody, but he so he she goes up to him and starts yelling at him, and then he stops and goes, he's like, hold on, it's okay, it's all right, it's okay, it's all right, it's okay, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right. And then looks back at the girl and goes, "Lady, don't do that. Don't do that. I got 27 people living inside my head, and all of them are about to kick your whatever." Right? And then just as she was about to start yelling at him again, he went, "Hold on. One of them can't hear."
Oh no.
He turns around and does pretend sign language. Is like, one of them can't hear.
Oh no.
I just went back and looked at your shorts. Looks like the prayer one took off. Got over 1,000 views on that one. There's
I think I saw that at a couple hundred.
yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the other day. I'm like, oh, Jacob must be doing those clips.
Yeah, I did a couple of them, and I was like, oh, they're starting to pull because it's only because you don't post from there very much, so it takes like a few of them before they start getting traction. But you have some good inspirational like moments, and also ones where you're talking about your link tree and how people can get a hold of you, and then also some that are just on your art. So I'm like, all right, if I can dial in a couple of them that are like that, because you already make some pretty good ones.
Yeah, the one I did today, I put up myself today. I screen recorded instead of trying to edit it through StreamYard or anything because I was trying to re-edit it because the fact that the art screen and me were so far apart from each other on screen. I was trying to split it and bring it close together, and then I got to the point where like I really don't want to sit here and really dissect. I didn't want to do any real detail editing. I just wasn't in the brain space to do it, so I was like, and I just wanted it to be a minute or 2 anyway. So I just moved the, I just kept shifting the screen back and forth in the edit. But I did connect that video back to the live stream, which is one thing I do like is that YouTube gives you the option to connect, connect relative videos, and if it is coming from the live stream, you can redirect. You can put the click, connect the two. So if someone wants
and if you're feeling really in the moment when you're live, you can actually push a button and it'll cue back to that spot to make a short in that spot as well.
Yeah.
And it'll be automatically connected. They just added this new feature on YouTube, but I haven't used it yet. I was going to ask you guys if you had. Now you can leave audio comments.
I've seen that, and yeah, I tried that with Mud Rabbit did something on one of my shorts, and I did an audio comment. It came out pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I did it once. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's almost like we'll have like messaging now on YouTube. That's pretty cool.
They used to have messaging on YouTube when it first started, and then they got rid of it.
Well, I was trying to like fathom how much data that would take up, or you're going to be able to play all of the comments. Like there'll be a separate play button to hear all the comments, which is wild.
Yeah,
Wild thought.
Do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys have been on YouTube long enough. Do you guys remember where you guys used to do in the comments? You could do a video reply to someone's video.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember doing that. That was pretty cool. But they got rid of that too because they thought, well, that could go really bad fast.
Yeah, and you can't do links anymore. That's when they stopped doing links.
Yeah, can't do links anymore.
Well.
Yeah.
No, TikTok does that though. It's kind of like what I did with this, with the video I edited, not edited, the videos I did about the ADHD and stuff. Like that's kind of like a video response, or even in the comments. I think you have to put a physical a text comment, and then you can do a video response comment or something to that effect. Or that's kind of what the stitch is for, like. You know, you put the first 5 seconds or the 5 seconds you want people to see, and then you can put your response to it.
Noise.
Oh, by the way, me cutting people off like I do, that's part of the ADHD too.
Yeah, that's why, April, I have to go back to what I said earlier. That's why I think I might have some form of it too, because I cut people off too. And I block people, and I don't know if that's an anxiety thing, or if it's an ADHD thing.
It could be anxiety too. But
yeah, maybe.
But they also say, or at least the few videos I saw in the last 2 days, is the cutting off is that your brain is already moving so fast that you're kind of anticipating what the other person's already thinking or saying.
Right.
So you shut them off and get your point. You go, I already know what you're gonna say. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's a picture of that, and then people getting excited to respond. Like I'm so bad about that.
Yeah.
And I've gotten way better and I've been like actively work at not doing it as much as possible.
Right.
But it still happens.
Yeah. No, but like, I remember I had a boss that got really ticked off because I kept cutting him off mid-sentence because I knew where he was going with with his thought. So I went to finish his sentence to respond. And he's like, "Stop cutting me off." I'm like, "Sorry." And then it stuck in my head for an hour or two. Going, I shouldn't have cut him off.
Oh, I was gonna say, Herman, the other thing you're notorious for is when you have access to somebody else's stream, you can't end their stream when they have you on as a guest.
Oh shoot, that's right. Yeah, damn. I've done that before.
He's so used to pushing the exit button and then just closing it on the top of the screen, and he used to like end my streams in the middle.
I remember that. I'm like, oh crap. I'm like, sorry, Jacob. You're like, oh crap. Now I gotta restart the stream.
I always thought that was funny.
Yeah. Well, see, I always did it accidentally. I never did it purposefully. But yes, I was notorious for doing it. Yes, I have a lot of notorious stuff. But yes, I will not start a stream on anyone's stream or anyone's platforms but mine this time. For now. I know. Hey, Jacob, you're a gay F word. Okay. Just kidding.
Jake Hudson was just in the chat, and he liked and shared this video. Don't be like
that. Hey, Jacob. Fence was on your panel tonight. I love her.
Yeah, her and Granny hit it off pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know what. Well,
they're gonna hang out later.
Probably, maybe. She's an attractive female. She's an attractive female. Fence, will you marry me?
My response to that when it happened was, do you know how upset Jake Hudson's going to be that Granny landed Lemmy and Fence?
Yeah.
He's gonna be furious.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Why can't I ever get a woman like that?
Granny, you gotta learn to share the love.
Right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. So how old are you going to be on Monday, Jacob?
36.
Oh man, you're gonna be an old man.
Yep, I'm an old goat now.
Oh wait, I'm 39. Never mind. But yes, I forgot.
Jake.
What was that?
Herman's older than you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been older than him my whole life.
Did you know Jake Hudson's younger than all of us?
How old is Jake Hudson? Like 32?
Great. Yeah. Did you know he's younger than all of us?
Yeah,
That blew my mind. I thought he was older than me.
I thought he was too. I thought he was older than me too. I'm like, dang, really? He's like, yeah, I think he's like 32, isn't he? Something like that. I don't even remember.
Or maybe even younger than that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've missed most of his birthdays from the last couple of years.
They all just kind of blur together because they last so many months.
It's 12 years of his birthday. Or not 12 years, 12 months of his birthday. It's every month he celebrates his birthday. So it's hey Jacob, you know it's my birthday tomorrow. Hey, do you know it's my birthday in 2 days?
This is my half birthday.
Yeah, it's his birthday month. It's his birth month. It's not even his birth year. I mean, birthday. It's the whole month he celebrates it.
Mine's on a Monday. I should make a birthday week out of it.
You should do it, Jacob.
Run it right into Christmas.
That would be awesome. What was that?
My brother's birthday's next weekend, Kirk.
Nice.
We said happy birthday.
The one we blame for everything?
Yeah, we'll blame him extra next week.
Not only are you old, but it's your fault.
Exactly. All right, we'll hold down the fort. Hey, Jacob. I don't know. So here's what I was gonna say earlier, Jacob. Sorry, I cut you off again, but it's okay. I do it all the time. I'm just like you. What I was gonna say earlier is like with this whole, like the way I've been feeling lately. I've been feeling good overall, but I feel like I've been neglecting a lot of people like you and April and Nora, the Stock Explorer. Not that you guys care about this kind of stuff, but I do. I care about that kind of stuff. I'm the kind of person that I want to be there for my friends, people that I've gotten to know, even if it's just online. I've gotten to know you pretty well. I feel like I should at least have written you before and been like, "Hey, man, how's it going? How's your day?" And again, go ahead.
I don't trip about it. Just
I know you don't.
everybody goes. I just know everybody goes through. Like I appreciate talking to people. Some people.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people will over communicate with you.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that over communicate with me, and I just get kind of sick of them.
Yeah.
But, and it also comes kind of with the winter as well. I just kind of give people their space if they're not reaching out.
Yeah. Yeah. I figure you wouldn't care about this stuff, but you know me, I care about these types of things. I shouldn't say I don't over worry about them, but I'm better at not worrying about it. But I like to at least every once in a while, say, hey Jacob, how you doing, man? How's your day going? Hey April, how's your day going? Not like every day, obviously, but I feel like I've been too preoccupied with my work and all these other things. But I guess it just proves I have a life, Jacob.
It's minus 5 degrees here right now.
Oh gosh, is it snowing at all?
No, it's too cold to snow.
Oh well.
Okay. We've gotten over 1.5 feet of snow since the last time you probably talked to me.
Oh yeah. Are you still going to the? I haven't seen your ice protests lately. Have they died down because of the
taking
cold?
A break because me and a couple people around me got put on this bingo list of people, and I don't know. I don't think it's safe for me to be doing it the same day all the time, where people can just predict when I'm there.
What do you mean bingo list? You mean like people are threatening you?
It's kind of how it came off. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Just stick with MAGA Jake. You should be fine.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now with the whole political thing with all of that, and there's this I don't even know how to phrase it. There's there's conflicting religions in the
Gotcha.
United States, and
Right.
people are trying to pick sides and stuff, and it's
Sure.
really messing with my head. Like I don't like it, and I can tell there's a lot of people that are like grifting, and some of them are doing it for attention, and some of them
Oh,
are
sure.
doing it for because they actually believe in their religion, and
Right.
it's a mess and it's getting convoluted, and it's funny because that Cam guy's involved in it, that Jake Hudson,
Oh,
that Jake guy's involved with it. And he's going and meeting other people that are, to me, I would only describe them as white supremacists, and
okay.
they're pretending to be devout Christians, and to me, they just are not that,
Right.
because you don't bring race involved in things like that. Like I
Right.
don't know, nobody's teaching should have anything to do with that, no
Right.
matter what. But yeah,
Believe in
it's
your
getting
faith,
wild.
respect others, and go and they go with that.
Yeah, but I think what's happening is people are falling for these people sound like they're on my side when they're not really on my side, and that's what's happening with a lot of people in the United States. And
Yeah.
I worry about young generations growing up and seeing this promoted as like the right idea.
Right.
And that's where those are the kind of things I like to speak up about. And I predicted this a month ago with this specific individual. I even did a live stream about it, and then I took a break for a couple weeks, and now the guy's back in the news again. And yeah, it's getting really dark really fast.
No, not that specific, but that was the other thing that I kind of brought up, that like not only my own issues have messed with me this year, it's just seeing everything going on around the country, around the world, from the immigration stuff to SNAP to just a little bit of everything. It's like it's very scary, it's very confusing. It's like me being the person that I am, I don't understand how anyone can feel so negatively about another group of people. I don't understand, like, what are these people really doing to anybody else? You know, I mean, where I will agree, if it was really just about going after violent people that are really hurting others, yeah, do what needs to be done. But when it comes to this, like, just because they don't believe the way you do, they don't look like you. I don't understand any of that. They don't believe it. They don't follow the same faith. In the major religions, they all believe it. At the end of the day, you all believe in God, or at least that's what you tell everybody. You believe in God. Forget about Jesus and Moses and Muhammad and whoever. You all, anyone that believes in a God fearing faith, like you all say, I obey God, or I worship God, or I bow to God, but you're not living the way that He's asked us to live. Forget the dominations of religion. If you are Christian, if you are Jewish, if you are Muslim, and you say, I worship God, despite who your main prophet is, or who you believe you have to follow, what you have to follow within your religion. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is all those Abraham or God fearing faiths all say you believe in God. You bow to God. You're following the word of God, but the word of God is love and acceptance and understanding and giving and helping. And A lot of them are not doing that. They're judging, they're killing, they're wishing the worst on others. I don't I don't understand that. My logic doesn't work. My logic doesn't work like that, and it's not political. It's not. I'm not. You know, I grew up in the Catholic faith. You know, and what I've learned is from the story wise is the same stories that are in that I learned in Sunday school. The same thing, same stories that I saw in the Quran. The only and in the Quran, if we're gonna look at books in the Quran, there's a whole chapter on Mother Mary, the mother of Jesus, and despite what others might believe, Muslims do believe in Jesus as well. They don't believe he's the Son of God. They don't believe he was crucified, but they do believe he is a prophet and that God gave him a part of his spirit to spread the word, to spread his word, and to perform the miracles that he performed. But like, I'm not going to get into all of that. But back to what I was saying, despite what your chosen faith is, your denomination of those faiths, all of them tell you to follow the word of God. And when you break it down, love thy neighbor, not the neighbor that believes and looks like you, but your neighbor, despite what he looks like or what his faith is. Love thy mother, thy father. Give to charity. And and all the other commandments or tenets or whatever you want to call them.
I don't know. I think people, when we have prophets inside of religion, and people are told that these are the highest aspect of the religion, whether we're talking about Jesus or whether we're talking about Muhammad. I believe Muhammad's a prophet, right?
Yes.
And he's considered the person to that sets an example for how to live.
Right. Sets the example, but what most people misunderstand is Muslims do not worship Muhammad.
They worship a higher power. Yeah.
Right. It's not like they say you have to go, like, as far as my understanding, most Christian-based religions tell you basically you're going through Jesus to get to God. It's not the same in Islam. They're not telling you have to go through Muhammad to get to God. What they're saying is, in the same for Jesus, they're saying follow the prophets and what they've practiced and what they've told you God, the message that God brought to them to give to you. Like in Islam,
well, they have commandments for like Christianity and Judaism, but there are specific hadiths too that are followed outside of just trying to live like Muhammad. And
right,
I would say that some of those are, yeah.
No, but again, it's not saying worship Muhammad or you have to go through Muhammad to get to God.
What I was saying is there's specific hadiths that don't tell you to love thy neighbor regardless, that are commanded upon Muslim people. And it's nothing personal against the Muslim religion. I don't think everybody practices it that way. I just know that there are things, just like if everybody went by the Old Testament and we're okay with having slaves, that would be just as bad. That would be horrible to me. I don't think anybody should have slaves, and I also don't think it should be promoted in the Bible. I don't see why an almighty God in the Christian Bible would talk about slavery like it was okay.
Right.
I think our biggest problem with most religions are they're corrupted by man. There's too much human influence on it, and we're not actually getting. I think we've strayed away from the Word of God, whatever the source of that is.
Right. That's why for me it's more about if you strip it down to what the Word of God is. The Word of God is love and acceptance, understanding, and helping one another. You know, to be a respectful, kind person, to learn of each other, learn from our own mistakes, to educate ourselves, to help educate others. And just because you believe different in a different way, that shouldn't divide. That, to each their own. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you know. But yeah, but back to what I was saying as far as this, like, some of what I got going on. I mean, I know part of my depression and anxiety this year, or even me talking about family members when I shouldn't have. The more I do analyze that, the more I'm like, that was me speaking out loud, and just letting things out, whether I should have or shouldn't have. And I know I didn't do anything horrifically wrong, but it's something I have to continue to remind myself. Um,
And it's mainly probably because you're stirring on it too.
yeah,
It's good to have people around you to bounce those ideas off sometimes, not
yeah,
even, just taking them in yourself.
right. No,
But you
and not necessarily like a cry for help, but just I need to, like you said, kind of let it out to something, to somewhere. And maybe online's not, definitely not the right place to do that, but it's never. And I know saying it's not intentional doesn't make things better, but anyone that really knows me is I'm not trying to hurt anybody. If I'm speaking on something, it's because I got a lot going on in my head, and it needs to come out, and sometimes it unintentionally comes out in a public forum. And sometimes if I catch myself, especially if I'm letting things out and they get going in a negative direction, if I can catch myself while I'm doing it, I'll stop myself and start talking about the positive things of a situation, or like what do I admire or what I'm grateful for of people and whatnot, because I don't want to be on the negative side. I don't want to think negative thoughts. Did he just pull a Herman? Jacob just pulled.
Yeah, he did. I'm still here, by the way. I'm just listening to your guys' discussion, by the way. I'm
My
still
bad.
here. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So
he
here's some.
apologized, so he didn't fully pull a Herman. He pulled a half Herman.
He pulled a half. There we go. That's fine.
Hello, Elderberry. Welcome back.
Yes, Elderberry. By the way, check your text messages, Elderberry. I sent you a text earlier. Asked you a question. So, never mind. I was gonna say something else. Never mind. That could get bad. Well, actually, no. One of the things that actually does upset me sometimes, not in this context with Emily. I'm not talking about with Elderberry here, but I'm talking about like with people in general. Like there's some of my old friends I've been trying to reach out to, and they're not. They're like they'll write me back, and then they'll stop writing me, and then I'll write them, and then it gets me upset.
Or they don't respond.
Or they don't respond, and then I'm just like, did I make them mad?
That's kind of something that happened yesterday. There's someone that I off and on, like every few months or so, in the last year or two, I will send the person go, hey, I was thinking of you. I hope all is well.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Last night I sent I didn't say I was thinking of you. I just literally said, hey, how you doing?
Right.
they didn't respond. And I messaged them one more time, just saying, "Hey, I don't know if I've done anything to upset you or hurt you or whatever. Um, but I've reached out a few times over the last year or two because I realize I don't reach out to people as much as I should. Life's too short not to check up on people,
Yeah. Right.
and I'm sorry if I did anything." They still didn't respond, which is fine. But like, I I miss that person. I miss
Sure.
just checking up on that person. But
Yeah.
it is. I have to remind myself it is what it is.
Sure.
Whatever's going on in their life, that's what's going on. Um, I do hope one day that we can reconnect.
Right.
And it's not just them. There's other people in my life that I still haven't reached out yet. But wait, seeing relatives. What's up, Remy? I was trying to phrase that possible, but trying to keep it appropriate when it comes to religious talk.
Yeah, and you did, Jacob. I was listening to everything you said. You phrased it really well. I mean, like, people have differing views on religious and faith-based things, and everyone has their own faith. So, like, we all follow our faith to the best of
Yeah,
our abilities. I can't tell somebody, "Hey, you should be a part of my faith," or "You should be a part of this." I can't tell people what to do. I can only do what I can do for my faith. You know. So yeah, you said it perfectly, Jacob. And I've had religious discussions with Jacob before too, and I feel comfortable talking about it because he's not trying to convince you to think his way. He's trying to Jacob's trying to get you to say, "Hey, this is how I feel. What do you think, Herman?" Oh,
right.
you think that? Okay, cool.
In
You
the
know,
same with me, like I might get on a rant for a second.
sure,
I'm
that's
not
okay.
trying to not
You
trying to
rant?
convert you.
Never.
Really?
Really, you never rant, April. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding.
No,
But
but
no, I know what you. Yeah,
yeah, but you know, I know a lot of people don't know much about Islam, and
right,
what I at least try to do is bring in the comparison, so you can look at it and go, oh, I see. It's not what I was taught to believe. It's
hmm
not what the media says
right,
it is. You know,
yeah,
and I encourage people to look outside their faith, not because you want to leave your faith,
right,
but just educate yourself. Even when it comes to like Buddhism or whatever, you might even if you don't decide I want to follow the way follow Buddhism. There are elements of Buddhism that you can incorporate into your life that are just a tool to center yourself, or because the same thing in Buddhist. It's about spreading. It's about inner peace. It's about
sure,
being kind to everyone and to everything. I don't know a lot enough about Buddhism to really get into that, but I
right,
know one of the things that they're known for is meditation. And
right.
meditation is meant for you to center yourself.
Yes, of course.
That's the same thing. That's what prayer is for. Prayer is for you to stop for a moment. I mean, you're praying to God or to Jesus, whatever,
Right. Hmm.
whoever you see, you talk to first.
Yeah. Right. No. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But prayer in itself is a form of meditation when you think about it, because you have to quiet your mind.
Absolutely.
You gotta get into a heart place, a place of your heart, and whether you're confessing to something, praying for something, or just giving gratitude. It's a moment for you to go.
Right.
You know, same thing with Islam. They pray 5 times a day. Each
Right.
prayer takes about 4 to 5 minutes at a time. So 5 times a day, they gotta stop whatever they, if they can, if they're working, they gotta do what they gotta do. But when they're able to pull to the side and pray, they have to focus on that prayer. They gotta, their mind has to. You gotta shut everything out and go here. You know,
Exactly. No, exactly.
and even reading the scripture, that's another form of, you know, focus. It's a form of focus. It's a form. You can say it's still more meditation because you have to be present enough to read and understand what you're to really understand and let what you're reading connect with you, or you connect with what you're reading. You know,
Exactly.
and like I said, there's no. I think a lot of people find fear in looking at other religions
Yeah,
because
definitely.
they feel like you're gonna like you feel like they're gonna convert. I think a lot of people feel like they're gonna be convinced they want to be that they're gonna be convinced to leave their faith, and that's and it doesn't have to be that. You could just be having open conversation. You could just be learning
hmm
and seeing the similarities between your faith and the other person's faith.
Well, I will say that yeah, not all faiths and religions want to convert you. A lot of them do try that, but I will tell you one thing about he's a friend I gave a chance to, and I finally had to tell him, hey man, this isn't working out. I don't think we should be friends anymore. It kind of sucked, but his family's Mormon, and especially when his mom was still alive, they tried to convert me. Now I think I don't think that I don't know if that's just their family or if that's how they're taught in the Mormon church. I don't really know. I asked him.
It's a lot easier to convert to than others. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what was I saying? Oh, so yeah. So I asked my friend. I won't mention his name, but I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, um, is this like what Mormons are called to do? Like to try to convert people and try to get people to the Mormon faith, or is it just your family?" He said, "Well, it's kind of both. Like we're called to evangelize because, like in Orthodoxy, yeah, if people want to know about the church, we'll tell them about it if they want to know about it. But we don't go door to door and say, hey, here's the Orthodox faith.
Yeah.
Here it is. If people come to our church and visit, we allow visitors at our church. If people want to come to the church, they can come to the church. If they want to come to the church and they want to learn more about it, they can
No,
ask questions.
yeah, no, and I know Mormons do come knocking on people's
They
doors.
do. They do.
Jehovah Witness, I know, are another
Mm-hmm.
religious group that
Yeah.
comes knocking on you, knocks on your door.
Sure.
Um, I don't know if it's a specific denomination or a group of Christians that also might try to, like, example, I don't know for sure if they were Mormons, but a month
Huh.
just before Thanksgiving, I was going to the supermarket and there was a couple of people just out, not near the door, but like outside the supermarket, like, going, "Hey, you want to go to church on Sunday with me? You want
You're
to go to
right.
church
Yeah.
with me on Sunday? You want to go?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. I got my faith. Thank you."
You know what I always respond when people do that to me? I always go, no, but you want to come to church with me? How about you come to church with me? That'd be better for you. They always go, what? What happened? And I said, no, you're invited. They said, oh, do you know our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? I said, yes, I do. Do you have any questions? I'll ask it. I'll say, do you have any, like, I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I'm just trying to say, well, yeah, I do know about Christ. Yes. You have any, what kind of questions do you have? Or somebody said, "Are you looking for Jesus?" And I'm like, I wanted to do the whole Forrest Gump thing, but I kind of did a version of it. I go, didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him. Like Forrest Gump said. I was like, I didn't know
Well,
I
you
was supposed to
should,
be
you
looking
should
for
be like, "I didn't know I was looking for him. Did you?
him. I was gonna, yeah, I
Are
was
you
gonna,
looking for him?
yeah, right. Are you looking for him? Because I'll
Should
help
we
you
look
find him.
together?
Yeah,
Should
yeah,
we
right,
look together?"
exactly. Right. Yeah. I just, I always want to have these like arrogant responses, but I try not to be too arrogant. But I just go, like I basically make these smart ass responses sometimes. Like, oh, can we come in? I said, no, you can stay on my porch, please. I don't want you to come into my house. It's very dirty. I'll just make these really
Yeah.
dumb comments. It's great.
Now I can't speak for Muslims showing up at people's doorsteps. I've seen plenty of videos online though where like they have a table set up at a public space and you can ask questions.
Hmm.
Some people do the arrogant thing and go up and ask ask questions to get you know a certain kind of response.
Hmm.
Some come with genuine questions.
Yeah.
I do like the few videos that I've been seeing lately are videos of where like where they are talking more about Jesus
Hmm.
and where Muslims, what Muslims believe as far as Jesus and
Right.
how they hold Jesus in the realm of everything. I like watching those videos because like to me I'm like, okay, they're not necessarily trying, they're not really trying to convince you, but they're going, this
Yeah.
is what this is what the truth of what you don't know about Islam, that like, because again the misconception is that they don't believe in Jesus, or like they don't believe Jesus is part of Islam
Hmm. Right.
in any facet, or like any of the prophets really. And but Islam is an Abraham based religion, Abrahamic, or what do you want to call it? But they are, at the very least, it is a God fearing faith. And when people want to say things like that Muslims are against Christians and Jews, but there are many passages in the Quran that says, stand with your Christian and Jewish brothers in the worship of God.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying the Quran is a perfect book. I'm not saying, but it's unlike the Bible, New Testament, Old Testament. It hasn't been revised. It hasn't been changed. And one other, um, I'll get off the subject.
Okay.
Um, is But I don't know it cover to cover. But any born, I'm going to say born, or any Muslim, including reverts, that really practice the religion, ask them to recite any, like literally from one cover to the other cover, any passage from the Quran, and they will recite it on site without looking
Right.
at the book, because we we are we are to read it cover to cover,
Right.
especially during Ramadan. Especially during Ramadan, but like just like you're supposed to read your Bible every day,
Yeah.
we're supposed to read the Quran every day. And during Ramadan, it is recited cover to cover. Because I've mentioned plenty of times that during Ramadan it's not just about the fasting. It's also the prayers. It's going to the mosque every night with the congregation and reciting large chunks of the Quran for every night for 30 days. Because the Quran is divided up. It's not 30 chapters, but there's marker points throughout the Quran that divide it up into 30 equal parts. So every night they read each of those parts until the end of Ramadan. And now I don't know if you're getting uncomfortable at all, but we can get off that subject. So I feel like sometimes when I keep going on about it, I feel like people do eventually get a little uncomfortable with it. And I'm like, okay, I can back off it a little bit. Just me, kind of. That's where my focus is at this moment. But you can start. So what do you have to say, Herman? Don't pull a Herman. Don't do it yet. What time is it? Don't pull a Herman. Don't do it. I know you're gonna pull it. It's a lot easier. He pulled a Herman. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew he was gonna pull a Herman. And I know he didn't fall asleep. He just pulled a Herman. You still there, Remy? Thank you for still being here. Elderberry, you still here? How are your kitties? How many you have now? The one I have left, Shorty, he's on my bed right now. Yeah, I know. You on vacation or are they on vacation? Ah, okay. So did they originally come from PetSmart? Or that's just where the adoption center is? Ah. Yeah, I don't think I can do more than two. Again, having the three was tough, especially financially. Like Shorty's 15, and so far he's doing okay, but I know it could be any time. Do you ever see anyone from the I Am Creator group? Any more occasionally I see Miss Kathy. Don't really see too many. Who was on? Somebody showed up on TikTok the other night that Maria recognized. Um, Something Bone. I forget the full name. But he was part of one of those groups. Nice. Well, so far, Shorty's the oldest cat I've had. As far as I know. I hear you. Yeah, TikTok is a weird place to be honest. Maria's found a new group over there, so she's been pretty active over there lately. You get monetized. Yeah. Um. I don't really know all the ways. I know because of TikTok Shop, you can be an affiliate and um, try to promote different products. If you have enough subscribers, like or followers, like here, when you do your lives, you can get gifts that range in different prices, and there's different ways to make a few extra bucks. Some people have figured out how to make a living on there, just like on here, but just realized I put that in the wrong position because these should have loops on them. That's probably a sign that I should stop, but me stop? It says there's 4 people here. Those 4 that are still here are here. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting just by watching. It means more than you know. I'm just gonna put the branches on here real quick, and then I think I'll end it and work on it again next week. Yeah, I haven't actually painted in quite a while. I've done mostly markers in the last year or two. Partly just because I'm being lazy. I don't want to do the cleanup after the fact. Which frustrates me because I'd like to. I know with the painting I could do broader and like do better mixing of color, blending of colors. But it is a nice challenge to try to get markers to blend. Like, I know I'm not done with this. I want to do more blending. I want to add more pine branches. What I really want to do is try to do something reflecting in at least one of the bulbs. This particular sketchbook is, I'll show you. And this is not a sponsor, but that's what I've been using. I do have a different notebook as well. I don't feel like looking for it though, but at least at home, this is what I've been working out of. Anyway, I think I'm going to end it for tonight. Remy, thank you for coming in. Jacob and Herman, thank you for being up on panel. We had good conversation, as always. Elderberry, thank you for coming in, and those that came in, even just for a minute, and those hanging out in the background, not saying anything. Appreciate you hiding. You all have a blessed one. Put love and prayers out for everyone that needs them. May we find healing. May we find forgiveness. May we find kindness. May we find the means to meet anything that we need help with, from finances to relationships to health and everything in between. With that, as always, like, love, share, and inspire. Have a good night. Don't forget, love is everything. Much love.